What is going on, my reptile junkies? Guys, finally getting around to getting this part 2 video out here to you. We've had so much stuff going on. I know y'all hear that from us a lot, but guys, you gotta take what you can get. I'll be honest with you.
Always a project around here.
Every which direction. And I am torn so many different directions. You just have no idea. In this video though, of course, we're gonna show Green Bean and his enclosure. I want to talk about this awesome book that my buddy Rocky Emily put out there. Really good stuff. We got the hatchlings to show you.
And more eggs.
Get more eggs. Talk about the Cribos y'all never seen. I think I'm going to grab some mice or something, some rats, small rats, maybe thaw out. We can try to feed them guys, maybe bring them out just so y'all can really see how awesome of a snake they are.
Incredible.
I don't know, guys. We'll see where this video goes. First, we'll shoot out here, check out Green Bean before it gets dark. Come back in, we'll talk about everything else and try to catch up with you guys. Stay tuned. Alright guys, here's Mr. Green Bean. He's up there chilling. Trying to get some shots before it gets dark. It's been killing me wanting to get this video finished and show you guys the progress, but there's Mr. Green Bean. Step on this side. Hey buddy. First couple days was an adventure. I'm really glad I put all this plastic up, guys. If you decide to build you something like this, definitely the plastic's awesome. The wire is not too sharp. You know how it just kind of the wire slides in. It is though. I can see where it'd be abrasive. I mean, you wouldn't want him to be running his nose back and forth across that. This plastic has really offered a great buffer to keep that from happening. He's got his huge water bowl. Ask a question about the water bowl as far as how was I going to dump it or what. I actually put a bulkhead and a drain valve, and I'll show you that in a minute on the outside, so I can turn the valve, drain it. He's good to go. He ate yesterday, so I know he's settling in well, aren't you, buddy? See if you're gonna let me touch you. You're gonna try to eat me alive. He was not happy with me, guys. He was in well need of a bigger enclosure. He just was not getting enough humidity. If you notice, right on this toe right here, he actually had a skin band that developed. And some of you probably know what that is, some of you probably don't. If you have an animal that requires higher levels of humidity and he is not getting that humidity, they'll develop skin bands. If you see tegus, for instance, or one that's usually bad about it, if you're at a reptile show and you see a tegu that might be missing a digit, what more than likely happened on that tegu is a skin tag, just like that. And it actually creates a rubber band around the joint and cuts it off. And the toe will rot off and fall off. Actually, what brought my attention to that one was that discoloration right there. Kind of zoom in. I can't believe he's being so chill with me touching it right now, but you can see, guys, it swole up in a period of no time, and I actually had to get my surgical scissors and cut that. Not cool. He was already missing one toenail, which is not this. Nope, not this toe. It's the other one. You can't see it. And that was from the incident with the cat. If y'all have been following me, you that haven't, I had two of these guys we got from a pet store's hatchlings. Ended up being a male and a female. The female, Sweet Pea, the cat went through the front of the enclosure and she come out. He walked away with a little wound and she lost her life. April and Alyssa was just devastated by that. But we still had Green Bean. He hadn't been the same since that encounter. He can be a touchy one. I'm kind of shocked he's letting me, mess with him as much as he is, because he let me mess with him and then he'll have his limit. And once he hits his limit, he'll start tail slapping you and everything else. Big old long tail. But yeah, I'm rambling. Got off the subject. I'm supposed to be showing you him, but it's a good thing to point out. You always need to pay attention, like back to the little skin tag thing, because he could have lost his toe. This reed fencing has worked out great for some aesthetics, just to kind of offer a cover side. Use this plastic roofing to do a top, so if it starts raining, the sun kind of comes from this direction and goes across, and you can see it's kind of setting over that way, so he gets sun a good majority of the day. But if he wants to get out of it, he can also get out of it. That was one of the comments I'd read, that, well, don't you want him to get UVA, UVB, and he's going to get plenty of it because of the sun. But of course he's not going to sit there all day in the sun. They're going to get in and get out as they thermoregulate. But I hope this works out great. I've already got some ideas of what we can do for winter. I'm going to get a pig blanket like the Iguana enclosure and hang probably 3 or 4 mercury vapors in here, and I think Mr. Green Bean will do great all winter long in here. Guys, I really can't complain. I think we've got maybe $500 in this build, and that's not really too awful for what it was. It wasn't too bad to put together. If you didn't catch part 1, check it out. It's just me kind of throwing it together. We picked this up from Amazon. There's a link in that video in the description for it, but I'll make sure I put a link in this video. But I can't stress enough, if you decide to do this, a buffer, it's going to do 2 things. It's going to keep him from bashing through and end up pushing through, because this fencing is kind of flimsy. It's just slid in. Of course, I added zip ties just for some extra support. Same thing with the roof, and that's to keep stuff out and him in. If a dog or something were to come up, that would at least mitigate it coming through. And then the plastic's just a buffer, also helps keep him from wanting to climb it, which he has been climbing the back wall, but nothing major. I think he was just trying to get to that fake greenery once he figured out it was fake. Let me show you the drain valve, and we'll get back inside to the Cribos. Check them things out. Such an awesome snake. There's the drain valve right here, guys. And I was going to run a pipe. I probably eventually will bury a pipe, but I didn't want to glue this in, me cutting the grass with the mower, which is already needing to be done again. But yeah, I can just turn this valve and drain it, hose it out, good to go. This white stuff you see here, guys, I point that out because I know I have somebody pointed out, oh, you got pesticides around your enclosure. Well, that's actually diatomaceous earth, is I think how you say it. It's a food grade. It's just a natural way to repel ants. We got ants really bad. We live close to the lake up here, and we've always had an issue with ants, so I've always had to come up with ways to combat them pesticide free, and I just went around it. And of course, we've had a good bit of rain, and that'll actually create you a barrier, guys, to keep those ants from going in and colonizing inside his enclosure. So let's give him one more look before dark. I've been so worried about him, y'all have no idea. I mean, I have been so worried about him out here. And Mr. Green Bean, thanks for being nice, buddy. Have a good night. Alright guys, back in here. I got some rats thawed. I'm going to try to get the Cribos to come out so y'all can really get a good appreciation for these snakes. Before we get into that, one thing I want you guys to check out for me. It's a pretty cool book. Buddy Rocky Emily, Serpents Cave. A lot of you know him from that here on YouTube. Rocky's a really cool guy, him and his family. He just had to downsize his collection due to a medical illness, but he actually put this book together. It's super informative. Awesome information, some home remedies for common stuff that you'll come up with as a snake keeper. Also, he went through, he put all the subscribers in the back, so you may be in this book. Rocky, I really appreciate the mention, the acknowledgement. He also signed this copy for us. I was just, you can ask April, it's like my prized possession, I've kept it in the envelope it come in. Just really cool. I mean, really awesome. I'm going to leave a link to the book. You can either go to his page, talk to him through there, through Facebook, and it's also available for sale on Amazon. So I'm going to leave a link to the book there. Anything y'all can do to help them out. I think the book's 15 or 20 bucks on Amazon, so it's not really much, guys. Get over there, help them out. Buy one of the books. You will not regret it for sure. Which one do you want to start with, the male?
Oh, that's your choice. The male's a little bit bitier. Well, I'm not going to say bitier because he hasn't bit anybody, but,
No, but
he's
guys,
flightier. I guess that would be better. He's very fast and unpredictable.
very.
The female's a lot more predictable in her behavior, so. You gonna see if we can get Trey bit here?
No, we don't want to get Trey bit here. I got my snake hook, guys, because these snakes are very heavy-bodied snakes. This is the male down here. He's right at 3 years old.
Poking his little head out back there.
It is.
I'll come down for a minute. I'm on the bed because this guy is super fast. I don't want him to get out, get under my feet. Of course, I'm trying to film too, so.
I'll probably come look at us over here, but I'm gonna get him to come out, guys, so I can get a good look at the snake. All right, back up.
He is ready to eat, as usual. Like I said, getting on the bed.
These were captive produced by Black Pearl Reptiles, guys. When April called me and told me about the guy that had these snakes, I couldn't believe it. My buddy Doug thought his thing is always, it sounds suspect. It's pretty funny. He says, nah, that sounds suspect. Captive produced snakes, male and female. These are black-tailed Cribos. They southern Mexico, South America.
He's gonna drag it back behind his water bowl.
Yeah, he is, always does. Around Argentina, guys.
Oh, maybe not.
Very impressive, heavy-bodied snake. I had my buddy Ross at Dragon's Cages throw me together these two enclosures. They're 72 by 24 by 24.
This never gets old. It really doesn't.
So fast. I'll see if I can get the. Well, we'll feed him first, and then get the female out. Get her out. She'll come out all the way to the floor.
Well, you can feed these guys a lot because they have a.
Super high metabolism.
I mean, they're endless snakes.
In their enclosures, guys,
It's so
there's
much fun to
100-watt radiant heat panels, which is in the ceiling up here. I can take that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I can see it from out here. So.
There's the radiant heat panel, Reptile Basics, and I've got them run on Herpstat 2. These guys like it cool. Up there, I've actually got it set up so the Herpstat runs a day and night cycle. At night is completely off. They spend most of their time over here, and there's actually a vent right there. It stays about 74 to 76 in this corner over here, and that's where both of them spend most of their time. You'll see them on this side very, very little. They've got really little hides, guys, because they actually like tight spaces. You can actually see the female is in this corner. I'm going to get her out here in a second. I'm going to give him one more. He's coming back. I'll give you the camera. Grab him one more. Such an awesome, awesome critter.
They're so intelligent, very inquisitive snakes.
Here you go, buddy.
So much fun to watch.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, he's coming.
Oh, yeah, he's coming on. Come on, come on. Guys, you don't want to ever feed big meals. You don't want their bowls. These are about as big as you want to go.
I don't want them to strike. They can't. Well,
Just
camera's
trying to get him
fine.
to
My
come on
hand.
out. You don't want it going out to the floor.
I think we should wait and let the female do that.
Yeah, she's a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Sees a lot going on. Come on.
He sees me.
Come on, buddy.
I'm gonna back off because he's thinking I've got the food.
They're a cooler weathered snake.
Oh yeah.
So much like a cobra. Very close relative to the indigo in that Drymarchon family. Come on.
It's like, give me the rat already. But he's gonna fight you for it.
Guys, I got them on the Reptichip. These guys eat a lot, like double. what your normal, your run-of-the-mill ball python's going to eat. Therefore, they have a lot more poo going on.
They poop a lot.
And it is awful.
Horrendous.
It is awful, awful. I'm going to get the female out now.
Yeah, that's something to keep in mind. It's almost like a dog pooped in your floor. Look.
Yeah, and we've got these in our bedroom, guys, because like I say, the cold weather, or colder temperatures.
I know some people are probably not going to like me because of the poor little rat head. I'm sorry about that. It looks terrible, but they are frozen thawed.
Female out. She's just not too long shed. See how fast she is.
She is so fast.
Yes, she is. Come on, baby.
Yep. Shaking her tail.
Is she?
Yeah, you gotta try to get her to come out.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna back off. Yeah. Ooh.
My God.
Yeah, she'll get you over a rat too. She's normally not like that. No, I don't think you want to do that.
Come on.
I think I'd feed her right
she
there.
Didn't, you know, she shed. She didn't eat since she shed.
Yeah, very aggressive eaters. Yeah.
They don't really constrict, guys. They
Take
just, they just start eating. Kind of right out.
Yeah, the guy that had her before said that she's only bit one time, and that was because she struck in trying to get the rat.
Yeah, they eat chicks. Their last meal was chicks, fish, tilapia cuts, frog legs. I mean, pieces of turkey. Yeah, chicken. I mean, anything that they can get, they will eat it if they can get their mouth around it. Other snakes, they favor other snakes like their cousin indigo. There's some hybridization that goes on with this snake, and I believe the Mexican indigo, Texas indigo, I mean. Not going away with it. Let's see if the male wants one more.
Oh, I'm sure.
Where's he at?
He's
still eating. We'll let him be for now. Guys, while they're eating these down, I guess one of the other updates I was going to do in this video is the ball python hatchlings. Have not even shown them. You guys that follow me on Instagram saw them. I did post. I played with that thing on YouTube where you can like post, kind of like Facebook. I tried one of those, and I don't know. I hope some of y'all probably seen it. We had 6 gorgeous ball pythons. I got a few clips here. I'm just going to throw in to save time. Trying not to draw this video out. Clips of each one, but we just couldn't have been happier with the way it turned out. Also, the black pastel. As soon as we come in from Virginia, had babies. It's totally unexpected. Everything happened so quick. We got these babies stuck away, and I opened up the rack, and bam, the black pastel, she's got 6 eggs.
That was insane.
It's crazy. The black pastel, we stuck her with the banana too. Hopefully we have some really beautiful babies from that.
We got some cool things that could come out of those eggs.
And then right behind that, and I've got a clip. If the clip turns out okay, I'll throw it in here right after I get done showing you guys these baby ball pythons of my leaf tail laying eggs, which was just crazy. It's been 2 years that we tried to get eggs from the leaf tail. I just was so blown away. I've got a little video clip of that with her down there rolling the egg and stuff.
We're hoping to see a few more eggs to come.
Hopefully. That's her on the back wall there. I open it up.
She's being super blended in right now.
Guys, it was so cool, and I've got a little clip. She laid 2 eggs. Only one of the eggs was a good egg. The other one was not. I'm not sure why. Just one of those things, I guess. But this has been 2 years waiting. It was so cool, though, watching her. She came down, I guess 2 nights before she laid, and I noticed her on the bottom of the enclosure, and you never see these guys on the bottom of the enclosure. Well, she actually dug the hole the day before she laid the eggs, which was really cool. I watched her dig the hole. I put some spangium moss out and stuff. Done her a little lay box. But to see her dig that hole was really cool. And then we come back in the next night, and there she was. laying the eggs. It was really, really cool sight. So 100 to 120 days from now, hopefully we'll have babies. My buddy Jonathan, he incubated his at room temperature. There's the male, which I'll...
Okay. Yeah, so like a really long wait. We thought the ball python eggs took forever.
Yeah, right.
You're like double that.
He's actually bit me before, so I was just going to try to get him on my arm or something so you guys can get an appreciation.
Yeah, and these aren't something that we hold ever.
Oh. Not ever. Back up to the wall.
Okay, in the cage. In the cage he goes.
Female's a lot better than the male. There's my male. Beautiful, beautiful deals. Giant leaf tail.
Alright, go jump again, buddy.
Yeah, good jump. Good leave. And you can see actually when he's on the back wall, he'll end up turning like her. They get that dark color, just blend in.
It's amazing how well they camouflage themselves.
I am telling you. I mean, just very, very awesome. These guys.
They've done really well.
They have. They've done really well. They're another one, guys, that low temperature, just plenty of climbing. They've been in this 36 by 36 Exoterra since we got them. They've grown a lot. They really have. Female's really catching up with the male. Another thing that was nuts is if you see how flat her tail is right now, before she laid those eggs, and April can tell you, I was like, her tail is shriveled like she was dehydrated, even though the male stayed really full.
And of course they were getting plenty of water.
Oh yeah, and that's one thing you can look at with these guys is at a show, if you see them at a show, somebody's got them up for sale. Most of the time they're wild caught imports. Is just look at their tails, guys. If that tail's all cupped in, you can tell they're stressed. If it's laid flat, they're they're good to go. I've been extremely pleased.
Alright, they got them down over here.
Oh yeah, I'll give him one more and then let him get out of here.
She's got hers down too, so.
Look at him. Got another rat. Come on, buddy. I wish you'd come out so they could see the... I guess she's probably about 6 foot.
Yeah.
Which way he was going to go with it.
You really wish they'd come out?
Oh, here it comes.
Because, I mean, their feed response, they're nothing like this when they're not eating. They're totally chill, but
Oh, yeah.
they're fast. But, like, the female, she is so different.
He does not want to come out. Here it is. Such a crazy snake. You want
Yeah,
it?
they are. He wanted to get me instead of his mouse.
They just grab it and start chewing.
Yeah, they're chewers.
They have some crazy bite force, guys. Some crazy bite force. Would not want to take a bite from that. There's a female. Give her one.
Oh, yeah. She's waiting.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, hey, where's my rat? She is so fast.
Mm-hmm. So much fun, though. Such impressive snake.
Not just that, such an aggressive eater.
Come on, baby.
Super food driven.
I just hope we get some eggs. Come on.
She'll get you.
Yeah, I'm going her over. She loves it, that little hide. I put a bigger hide in here, and she still used the little one, so I took it back out.
Yeah, she loves that little hide.
Well, you can actually try to constrict it a little bit.
Not really.
But
She was just making sure you weren't taking it back from her.
they are disposals.
Well, look at the chewing. It's
Mhm.
crazy.
I got a couple other clips I've taken of them, guys. I'm going to throw in here at the end. Some clips of the
She's probably going to take one more before it's over with.
the male eating some chicks and stuff. And I sure hope you guys enjoyed it. Hear her crunching?
I hear it.
I mean, it ain't quick. It is going down.
She's so disturbed by the camera.
Yeah, you really won't want to give her anything any bigger than that, guys. You can see, you don't. A little bit of bulge is fine. Gosh, that's an impressive snake. Looks like a cobra. Oh yeah, it's gone. She's gonna be ready for another one too.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna back up now.
Give her one more. Well, guys, I'm gonna give her this one. I guess we're gonna call it a night. Already should go ahead right ahead and take it usually. You gonna get the other one down, or you just gonna take it? And on that note, guys, I sure hope y'all enjoyed it. Sorry it was so long in between, but hey, that's how we roll. I'll try to do better once it slows down between work and life. Hey, I do the best I can to even get anything out there. Hope this video wasn't too terribly long. Hope you enjoyed it and you learned something. I guess that's all we got. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Tonight I'll have a look and try to find my face again. Buried beneath this house, my spirit screams and dies again. My back monster wears a cloak of Persian leather. Behind the TV screen I fall into my knees. You got me where you want me again, and I can't turn away. Hanging by a thread and I'm feeling like a fool. Stuck here in between the shadows of my yesterday. I wanna get away, I need to get away. Blanket of silence makes me want to sink my teeth in deep. Burn all the evidence of fabricated disbelief. Pull back the curtains, took a look into your eyes. My tongue's now become a platform for your lies. You got me where you want me again, and I can't turn away. Hanging by a thread and I'm feeling like a fool. Stuck here in between the shadows of my yesterday. Wanna get away, I need to get away. Now you know you got my back against the wall. Oh God, I ain't got no other place to hide. Chained down like a sitting duck, just waiting for the fall. You know, yeah, you got my back against the wall. Deep in the jungle, camouflaged by all the fallen leaves. My hand holds up the sky while shamefully I make my plea. The altar's calling, but my legs don't seem to stand. Guess I'm a coward, scared to